Hello guys, good morning. Dave Santarelli here from BreakingChartAlerts.com. I think you guys know what day it is today. It's Day Trade Friday. It's about 4 minutes until opening bell. Markets are picking up here. We got some great news that came out this morning. We have 1.37 million jobs that were added in August. Unemployment rate has dropped. They were expecting 9.8% unemployment rate for the month. It's down to 8.4%. It was 10.2% the previous month. So we have a big change here in the unemployment numbers. That's great. That's lifting up the market. Dow's up about 300 points here in the pre-market hours last time I checked it out. Now, guys, here's the thing. The market is running with airlines, retail stocks, and, of course, the cruise lines. You guys can see right here, we have pulled up Carnival Cruise Lines. This one's continuing to climb here. $18.45 a share. Breaking higher. Stock's already up 5%. Rocket Mortgage is starting to climb off that 20-day simple moving average. It came right down to 25 support, starting that climb. Okay, we could look at the financials. Bank of America. We might be able to do some day trades on Bank of America. JP Morgan Chase. Citigroup. All the financials are climbing nicely here. We got about a 3% gain on JP Morgan here in the pre-market hours. 2 minutes until opening bell. We are looking great here, guys. It's looking to be a good morning. Alrighty, guys, so again, today is Day Trade Friday. We're going to be looking for some great day trade setups. I see JP Morgan. I want you to get your notebooks ready here because I want you to keep an eye on these stocks that I'm going to go over with you now. Financials. Get your notebooks ready here. Okay, so JP Morgan. I'm going to be putting that up on the watch list up above, JPM.
A little bit of profit taking here into the open this morning with 1 minute left.
Bank of America over to the right. I'm changing my charts a little bit here to look for some breakouts. We'll give the market about 15 minutes on opening bell, see what we do here. Make sure we're going to continue this climb and not see a sell-off here. Delta Airlines is climbing nicely. Delta Airlines is nearing $32. Take a look at DAL. $31.71 a share. I'd love to see that get up to 33 today. It's possible. We'll see how the markets are. If we get a rebound today, I think we could see that Delta take off nicely here. Finney says GE. We'll take a look at GE quick. I want to focus on some good day trades. All right. If you guys see anything starting to break out, either on YouTube or in the trade room, let me know, and we'll definitely take a look at it. I want to make some great day trades today, guys. Market's picking up a bit from the sell-off yesterday. Here we go. Market's opening. Got about a minute here, not even. Here we go. Markets are open.
Good luck, everyone, today. A quick reminder that
yeah, everyone, good luck today. Good luck trading.
Closed on Monday for the Labor Day holiday in the U.S.
And that's true. Remember, the markets are going to be closed on Monday for the holiday. Let me get this up. Average price paid. Okay. And there we go. Alrighty, guys. So we are going to be day trading today. We're going to take a look at Diamond, Qs, see what they're doing here in the not in the pre-market, first few minutes of opening bell. Dow is still climbing. Let's see the banks. I'm putting the banks on top here on my charts on a today 1 minute. Banks are already taking off really nicely here. Let's take a look at Carnival Cruise Line. Good morning, Eddie Santos. Let's take a look at AMC. If AMC takes off, we'll day trade that one today. Alrighty, I got everything pulled up here that I want pulled up on the charts. Let me put Qs over to the right. Now it's just that first 15 minutes, guys. Let's see how the market absorbs this news. Guys, Marriott's really moving again. Take a look at Marriott, M-A-R. Marriott's up about 1.75% today. Take a look. Continuing that breakout momentum. I love the look of Marriott. I think we're going to make another trade on Marriott today. Going out a little bit further. M-A-R. I'm writing that down on my notebook here. That's going to be for a swing trade. How about this? So for the weekend here, we have that extended weekend. Yesterday I was looking. I need to get away here to relieve this stress from some things that I have going on. So I was looking at Clearwater Beach and everything is sold out. The hotels are sold out. Qs are starting to rip higher. Take a look at Qs here. Qs are ripping higher. That's great. Let's take a look here. Maybe we could see what's Apple doing. Apple's getting a nice breakout here. We could certainly trade Apple. It came right down to that 20 SMA on a 3-month daily chart. Take a look at that. Class is in session, guys. This is trade plan perfection. Right down to support 120, 20 SMA. Starting to break higher, new highs. Qs are continuing to climb. A quick retracement down to that 20. Now I want to see the markets continue to climb. The account is in the green now for the day. Looking good here. We are being led by Carnival Cruise Line, Intel, Marriott, Snapchat. Snapchat's taking off really nicely now. And remember, we have a Tesla paycheck trade that expires today. If this gets to 450 by the end of today, we're going to have a nice paycheck on Tesla there.
Turning positive again, up 0.3%.
UPS is on a big climb. Take a look at UPS. Now what we got to do, we got to focus, look for some day trade setups. Qs are still ripping higher here. Dow's up about 180 points. Make sure we're giving it that first 15 minutes here. I don't want to get sideswiped from any type of pullback. Let's see, what's Apple doing? AAPL. That's going to be one we could probably day trade really easily. I'm just getting my option chains ready to go here. Trade challenge accounts ready to go. And we'll see how we make out here for the first few minutes. Qs are still continuing to run in the background.
NVIDIA ticker NVDA shares rallying here at the open.
One, I'm going to keep the SPY put as that hedge for the end of the day.
Pre-market action now trading at 523.50. That's up about 0.6%. Ticker NVDA.
And we have the September 11th Expo, so I'm holding on to that SPY put. That is our hedge. Good morning, Paula. Good morning, Eddie. Good morning, YouTube. Look at JP Morgan here. JP Morgan, Bank of America. Both of these are looking nice, continuing that climb higher. I like the looks of that. 6-month daily. I think we're going to continue to see those banks climb. Qs are still taking off. Good morning, Martha. Marriott's still breaking higher here. I think I might get into a Marriott trade now. I like Marriott. That's still continuing to run. What I'm going to do, guys, Marriott, I'm going to get into a trade for September 18th monthly expo here on Marriott. 105 strike is looking great. Look at the bid and the ask there, though. Pretty widespread. We could do a vertical spread. We're up $1,000 now for the day in the account. Nice rebound. Marriott could be a day trade. I'm going to go with something a little bit further out, September 18th on this one. Qs are taking off again. We could certainly get into the Qs here if we wanted to. I think that's what I'm going to do for a day trade here. Get into the queues. Call September 4th Expo, the 289. Going for about $1.86, $1.85. That's quite expensive, to be honest with you. That's really expensive for that 289. That's why we want that time decay here. This is all time premium here. That's pure time premium. It's not at 289 yet. It's at 288.83. So until it breaks that 289, this is all time value. This is extrinsic value that you're looking at. Now, this is why the end of the day is great for day trading. This extrinsic value is going to decay down to about nothing. So all we're going to have is intrinsic value left, and we'll be able to, you know, make some quicker trades without all that fluff there from that extrinsic value built into those option premiums. Looking, seeing what I want to trade here. Let's go down the watch list quick, see if there's anything breaking out here. American Airlines is looking great. We have an American Airlines trade for the October Expo. That's doing great. Apple's climbing there.
Jobs data. Pence says Congress is still working on added coronavirus relief package.
AMD 83.48. That one might get a nice climb. That was one that was much higher before. Now, see, this is one that we could pick up for next week's Expo. Look for that run back up to $90 a share.
Over the last few minutes, now up 0.3%. That's about 32 points. 11,490 last trade in NASDAQ.
Bank of America still climbing. I'm watching JP Morgan. JP Morgan's right at 103.30. It's right at that 10 SMA on a today 1 minute chart. AMD, I think this is going to be a hell of a swing trade setup for the, you know, either next week's Expo or the September 18th. I'd have $88 as short-term target, and then I'd have 90 as R2, resistance number 2, or target number 2. Let's see, Snapchat trades in the green. That trade's looking fantastic there. We have a nice profit on our Snapchat trade. We have the October 16th, 23 strike calls. Let's continue to go on this watch list here, see if we find any good day trade setups. Patience and discipline are extremely important. We're just coming up at 9:40, so about 10 minutes into the day. Citigroup also testing that 10. JP Morgan's at that 10 SMA right now as well. Pulling back a little bit from the highs here on, as you see as we go down this watch list here. Cisco pulling back a little bit. Cisco's in the green though. Delta Airlines, $32. It just got up to $32.20. This baby might get up to that 33 by the end of today. Karen Decker says Intel's breaking out. I'm watching that above there. Got a nice profit there. We could bring up Intel. Intel's looking good. Let's take a look at the 6-month daily. Intel's looking fantastic. It came down. Do you guys see the trade plan now? Those of you that are members, I'm not gonna reiterate it here, the trade plan, but you know what we're looking for. You know, and look at that perfection there with Intel. Right down to that support. She's climbing now. Intel's something I'd get for next week's Expo. I think that's going to continue to run.
X-ray shares briefly turning positive here. Session high around 527.50. Netflix shares last trading at 523.11. Ticker NFL.
We already have a trade on on Intel there. Let's see what the option chain looks like for Intel for a day trade. Wow, look at how cheap those 51s are. I'll pick that up with you guys here. I'll do a day trade on that. September 4th, the 5150s are only about 26 cents. 5150, 26 cents. I'll pick up 20 contracts. It's a $500 trade.
Shares pushing to a new session high here, up 2.2%.
Place trade. And there we go, guys. We are in Intel. Here's our first day trade of the day. Order status, we have a completion here. Intel, buy to open. Intel September 4th, 51.50 strike call. We're completed at 28 cents a contract. So we will continue to watch that now. I think the markets are continuing to climb. NASDAQ pulled back a little bit here.
Mike Pence reiterating that stimulus.
Small trade though, you see that was a $500 trade. There's no need to make a large trade with given the circumstances in the market right now. So we made a $500 trade. We're watching this. I think we're going to continue to see that climb today. So we'll be holding on to that for a bit here. 3-month daily. Nice looking chart there. I'd like to see it up to about, 52.20 by the end of today. I think we could definitely see that. There goes Delta Airlines breaking out again. Let me check the trade challenge account here. See what we got going on over there. Let me log in. JP Morgan's breaking out there. There goes Intel as well. E-Trade is so slow today.
Mike Pence saying that the U.S., the White House and Congress...
Guys, look at that. Unusual options activity on Delta Airlines.
To fund the government. Pence currently interviewing on CNBC.
Fostel18 Mao on YouTube says, will NASDAQ recover? Of course it's going to recover. Technology is America's strong suit here. I don't know what's going on with E-Trade website here, but it is really acting up. Trying to log into the trade challenge account there. There goes JP Morgan Chase. There goes Intel Delta again. Let me try logging into my phone, seeing if it's just the internet at the office or what's going on.
Shares moving to a new session high here, up 4.6%. Reminder that the company reported better than expected Q3 results last night after the close. Also gave better than expected Q4 guidance. And a number of sell-side analysts raising their price targets on Broadcom this morning. Rosenblatt raising his price target on Broadcom to 430, UBS to 425, Credit Suisse to 420, and Morgan Stanley raising its price target on Broadcom to 415, ticker AVGO.
Guys, Marriott's taking off here. Take a look at Marriott, M-A-R. Marriott's still on the climb here, up 3.5% now on Marriott.
Up at 34.60 level here, 34.
Qs are pulling back here a bit. Take a look at Qs.
Negative, down about 0.1%. S&P 500 futures falling about 20 points over just the last 10 minutes here.
Carnival Cruise Line trade is looking great. That's still climbing. Marriott trades up $400 today. Intel calls up $170 today. Let's take a look here. What else? UPS trades looking really great. Want to see those Qs climb. Let's see. Rocket Mortgage. Marriott, Intel. Qs are still pulling back here. Now you see how certain sectors are still holding up? We got the airlines, hotels, cruise lines are still holding up here. Qs are breaking down a bit. NASDAQ's down 114 points right now. American Airlines trades up $200. That's looking great. Intel's pulling back with the Qs here.
And quickly taking out the 3450 level, 3448 and a quarter.
I'm watching Qs.
S&P 500 futures.
Let's see, what's that Intel trade doing? Down about $230 on the Intel trade right now. As the Qs continue to pull back a bit, Dow's up about 145 points, 153, 160.
New low in S&P 500 futures, new low in stocks for the day. New low in S&P 500 futures was 34.45 and 3/4.
Let's see if Intel could get that pop here. American Airlines holding at that 20.
After briefly turning positive, NASDAQ now down sharply again, down about 1.2%.
PayPal shares of some software and technology companies are trading lower in sympathy with weakness in DocuSign. Let's take a look at DocuSign. That was one that had earnings yesterday. Stock's down 12%. That had a pop yesterday.
Crude oil just marking new lows below the 40
There it goes,
per
Intel.
barrel level, down 1.3% last trade in crude oil is 40.83 per barrel.
JP Morgan financials are still climbing, guys. Look at JP Morgan at the highs of the day here, still running up 3.31%. Take a look at Bank of America. Bank of America is still climbing.
A winner here this morning. Cooper Companies, ticker COO, shares up more than 8%. The company reported better than expected Q3 results last night after the close. Shares of Cooper Companies pulling back from a session high at 3.
Citigroup still taking off here, climbing. Banks are looking great today. Banks are looking great. Cisco's on the climb here as well.
Rebounding here from a new session low. S&P 500 futures back over that 3450 level.
Starting to climb off the lows here. Marriott still on the climb. Look at JP Morgan still running here. JP Morgan on my other screen is looking great. Financials are still climbing. Nice thing about that, we should have got into that this morning. There goes Intel. Let's see it hold that and break that 1020.
Higher here over the last couple minutes. JP Morgan at a new session high up 3.5%. Ticker JPM. A couple regional banks also moving
I think
higher.
these guys follow me.
Ticker ZION.
105 strike on JP Morgan is so cheap right there.
Huntington Bank, ticker HBAN. A good way to watch those regional banks is through the KBW Regional Bank ETF. It's ticker KRE. Shares of that
KRE.
ETF up more than 3%, almost 4% today. It's ticker KRE.
I I think that one's garbage. I'd rather just get JP Morgan. Let's see the volume in this compared to the volume in JP Morgan. Much more volume on JP Morgan than on that KRE ETF there. Intel's finally starting to climb. Climbing above that 10. Let's see it hold that and continue that breakout there. JP Morgan still making new highs. I'm not seeing as big of a pop as I'd like to see in the markets today after yesterday's sell-off, but we're holding up, looking good on the Dow. Nasdaq's not doing too much. Intel's still climbing even though the Nasdaq's down, so that's very positive for our Intel October 16th expos.
Announcing it will host a shareholder call to discuss updates on its COVID-19.
We're only down $180 now on that Intel trade.
September 9th,
that's continuing to climb.
Eastern time. That's that's company Precipio, ticker PRPO.
There we go. She wants to break that 20. Let's see it break that 20. Take a look at Qs here. Q. What I want to see on the Qs ETF here, I want to see us break that 10 and break that 284 resistance.
Shares down $2 over the last about 20 minutes here. Shares touched $27 just after the open. Stock now down more than 5% to around the $25 level. 25.10 last trade in ticker RK.
JP Morgan still climbing.
Marking new session lows here, giving up the 34.45 level. New low at the 3.5%.
There goes Q's breaking down.
S&P 500 futures now below the 34.40 level, giving up another two points here. 34.88. Excuse me, that's 34.38. New low. 34.37 and a half now.
If Intel doesn't hold that 50.75, that's where I'm going to sell. But so far, it's kind of holding here. Watching Intel.
More new lows here. Dow 30 is holding on to positive territory, up about 0.3%. S&P 500 futures down about 0.8%. Nasdaq down nearly 2%.
Okay, guys, I just sold Intel. Order status. I sold Intel, wanted to get out of that, don't want that to get down to a complete loss there. 12 cents sold that out for. First trade, we took about a $200 and some loss on that one. Gonna look for the next trade set up here. If Qs continue to break down, we're gonna be buying some puts. Let's take a look at Qs and SPY here. You see small trades first here. $200 hit. It's not too bad. That's manageable. And we could certainly make that up on the next trade here. SPY is continuing to break down here. Let's take a look at 3-month daily, see where we could see that SPY. We still have those SPY puts. Might get some here if we break below that 242 area here on SPY.
Here in just the first half hour of trading. Not seeing any specific news to justify that sharp move lower, but just a reminder that the market did move higher following better than expected unemployment. That data was at 8:30 a.m.
We had great unemployment data. Not seeing why we're seeing this sell-off here. No news to justify it. SPY still continuing to head lower there. That's something we could do a day trade on if we want to.
$34.30 new session low in S&P 500 futures.
Is this guy just going to say that every tick or what? He has a lot to say, doesn't he? I think he's freaking people out a bit, to be honest with you. Every tick, he's like, new session lows. Here we go. We're down 10 cents lower. I know, I miss Charlie too, Jack Dottie. I wonder where Charlie was. He's had the week off. Maybe they canned him. That's the angels from up above, Gov. They speak down upon us and give us insights. Ian, you waited 6 months to trade. And then the first trade he makes, the market makes a dip like that. Let's see here. Qs are flattening out at 281. If we get that MACD cross, we're going to be looking for another day trade setup.
A Reuters headline from a few minutes ago here highlighting that the WHO does not expect widespread coronavirus vaccines until mid-2021.
Yeah, who doesn't know what they're talking about? Remember when they first said, no need to wear masks, no need to restrict travel, you know? I'd rather listen to the CDC than who? They are, Tyler, for sure. So now down below here, you see some of the upgrades, downgrades, price target changes are starting to come up.
Ford ticker F seeing some unusual option activity here. The December $6 puts with interest near the ask. Shares of Ford up 0.5% at 686. That's ticker F.
Mike, I was always I was always one step ahead of the government there. You remember back in January, February, I said, guys, this is going to be a big issue here with coronavirus. Everyone's saying, Dave, what the hell are you talking about? You don't know what you're talking about. And back in March, I said, guys, we're going to hit 10 million cases. I was doing the mathematical calculations of the spread each day and the test for, obviously the increase in cases. And I made that calculation, and we're going to surpass that. But yeah, they were saying that masks weren't working, so they could use those masks for healthcare workers and everything. But I ordered mine back then.
About 6 cents here. Shares up 6% in ticker COTY.
We still have the Intel October 16th Expo. There goes Intel taking off. What a climb on Intel. We might get back in it.
Stocks rebounding from session low over the last 5
Man, this guy, I just want to shut him off. He's just, he is way too,
now trading up about 12
I think he had too much caffeine.
2.5. We're still down about
He's a ticker
here on S&P 500 futures.
I like when Charlie would give out the important information, We are looking really good, though. I like the setup for today. NASDAQ's still down 170 points. Take a look at the Qs here. 6-month daily on Qs. We retraced. Remember yesterday I said, guys, let's watch and see if we retrace back down to that 20. It's been doing that the entire time on Qs. Obviously, we were overextended at 305. So now that we came back down to reality here, I think we're going to get that bounce there. And Avilio, Ron, those of you that are new or that know the trade plan, here we are coming back down to support at that 20 SMA like we've been doing the entire time with Qs. The entire time with Qs here, you can see we've been coming down to that 20. We've been coming down to that 20. We've been retracing down to that 20. So look at this. Yeah, you can't look. 20 20 20 20 20 20 20. These are areas of support. We're at it now. You see how we dropped below that 20 today, and we're still holding above it right now. So that's important to keep an eye on. Because now that we took advantage of those short-term puts that we had yesterday, now what we could do is watch this and look for that next breakout. If we climb off that 20 there, we're going to be adding to some calls for the October Expo as we continue to climb off that support area. I'm debating if I want to sell the SPY put in the trade challenge account right now. I'm looking at that. It's only down. Actually, we still have a gain on it of $180. But if that drops there, that's going to be massive gains. And I really want to hold on to that to see what happens. It's still early. Only about 10:10. Wow, it's going by pretty quick here. JP Morgan is still climbing here. Take a look at JPM quick. Financials are looking great. I think we're going to continue to see that climb over the next couple of weeks here on the financials. You take a look at the 3-month daily on JP Morgan. We zoom out a little bit here. You're going to see we have the next resistance, R1 target resistance 110, and then we're going to be looking at about 120. And I think we could do that over the next several months here. So if you wanted to get into a financial trade, a banking trade here, JP Morgan be a nice one to go out with that June 2021 Expo. Look for that 120 target. I think that's going to be a hell of a setup there. Now, see, the nice thing about keeping that SPY in our account here is if we do have a big sell-off towards the end of the day here, that one little small SPY put is going to take that trade challenge account to new highs. My stop on that's going to be 344.50, I think, on the SPY put. John, when did you get into a Apple call? I don't have any Apple calls open here. So let's take a look at Apple. I'll take a look at that for you. John's in an Apple trade. He's asking, you know, what am I looking for? What should I do here? I think Apple's going to get a nice bounce off that 115 support. I'd be looking for that. Anything below 115, I'd be getting out of it, John. Let's see. Charlotte's still in the Intel trade. John, if that climbs above 120, I'd be adding to that trade. But you got to wait for that climb above 120. She's still climbing, looking good there. Intel wants to hold that 20. SPY needs to break that 20. Take a look at SPY here on a today 1 minute.
Virtu Financial, ticker VIRT, shares volume coming into the issue as the
SPY's breaking lower again here.
Level, stock up more than 4% here. 27.40 last trade in ticker VIRT.
I really want to honestly see that SPY breakdown so that trade challenge account here could reach new highs. That could quickly, easily take that trade challenge account to 10,000. And we'd be up 400% on the trade challenge account. The positions in the main account mostly expire for the October expo here. So, like I said yesterday, I'm going to be adding to those as we continue to break higher. The only way 2 days is going to wipe out an entire month's of gains is if you're trading large. And that's when you have to sit back and analyze, hey, why was I making the large trades? What percentage was I trading of that account value? And what should I have been trading? That's a number one mistake a lot of traders make. They have a great month, and then they fail to see the market shifting a bit there. And either they fail to get into the hedges, or B, they're just trading too large, and then they start holding on to those trades and keep letting those decay there as the markets pull back. When you see that first candle, like we talked about in our classes, that first candle below the previous candle's body, right here. This is SPY, right? That first candle below the previous candle's body here, that's a sign, hey, I need to start hedging because we're going to pull back to that either 10 or 20 SMA. So that first candle below the previous candle's body right there, that's when we started buying those puts, and that made us a $4,000 profit yesterday. So that really saved that account there by properly looking at that hedge and buying that hedge. Now, if we closed out those long calls, obviously we'd be at new highs there, because then those longs wouldn't have went down. We would have had that SPY hedge. But since we have the October Expo here, it's okay if we retrace down to that 20 and we start that climb now next few weeks here and get back up to, let's say, 360 over from now until October monthly Expo. SPY's continuing to sell off here. Take a look at SPY today, 1 minute. SPY puts in the trade challenge account up 9% now. 10% as that pullback continues on SPY. If we could see another 2-point sell-off on SPY here, that'd be really great. From 348 down to 343. I'd love to see that pull back down to about 340 on SPY, lock in those profits on the SPY puts in the trade challenge account. Definitely, Gallo, definitely.
New session lows here in stocks.
Continue to watch that SPY drop there. We have the SPY puts.
New session low to watch at 34.27.5. S&P 500 futures down 0.9% at last check.
Tyler, me too. I'd love to see those SPY drop there significantly so that trade challenge hits new highs. We're up 14% on the SPY puts for today. Overall, we're up over $400 on the SPY puts already. We are now green for the day on the trade challenge account.
Continued new lows here. Dow 30 turning negative for the day, down 0.1%. That's about 25 points.
NASDAQ's down another 300 points, guys.
21.5.
SPY's continuing to break lower.
Illumina, ticker ILMN, shares at new session low with the remainder of the stock market. Seen some unusual option activity here in the name. The $325 puts for the week ended September 11th with interest at the ask, and shares of Illumina last trading at 338.81, ticker ILMN.
Guys, I just sold the SPY puts, 4.75. 4.75 on the SPY puts in the trade challenge account. I wanted to lock those in, and then I'm going to be looking for another day trade on it. We locked in about $600 in profits on that trade. All right, close SPY. Now I'm probably going to be re-entering into some more SPY puts here for today's expo. We'll go with September 11th expo again on that. Let's do the 340s. They're going for about 485 there. We'll wait a little bit on that.
1.7%.
We just closed out that trade challenge trade though. Let me log in here. Let's see here. Where are we? Where are we? Nine four. And here we go. Here's the trade challenge account. We closed out that September 11th 340 puts. Close that out for a quick $274 profit there. SPYs are continuing to head lower. We could certainly use those profits now. Jump into another SPY put.
34.05 new session low, and S&P 500 futures were down 1.6% here today.
Let's see here. I think we're still going to see some further sell-off. So I'm picking up those 5 contracts now, a SPY put. And we are in those. We're in SPY. Here is the execution order status. We are in SPY, September 11th, 340 strike put. We are in at 5.31 per contract. So 5.31, we were in those there. And they're already at 553. Those SPY puts are already up 200 bucks. Quick $200 gain on those SPY puts. We're going to hold on to those for the rest of the day. That's for the September 11th expo. I want to hold on to those probably until about September 11th. Usually we see market sell-off there. You know what day that is. So I'm going to be holding those for that day. We're already at 573 now. Those SPY puts are already up $250. So that's a nice setup there on those. That's continuing to run. Well, drop. But like I said, you know, we're making money on those SPY puts as that continues to drop there. That's looking good. And we've started going on the live afternoon at 3, but we're going to start on Fridays at 2. So for day trade Fridays, 2 o'clock we'll start.
$34.01 new session low in S&P 500 futures.
New lows. We're already up $300 now. 10% gains on those SPY puts. Avilio, you're not going long anything now, are you? Would not be going long anything yet.
S&P
Jack
500
Dottie says he's in a
futures
SPY
breaking below
put for
the
today.
3,400 level,
344 strike
33.99
put.
and a
He's up
quarter.
83%. Nice job there. Great job.
NASDAQ is down almost 3% here for today's session.
Tyler Cummings says he's up 120% now on the SPY puts. Boom, he just sold it. Nice job, Tyler Cummings. Well done. Well done. Hey, that's okay, Tyler. I'd hold on to the rest.
3,400 level.
Is it today's expo or the September 11th?
Rebounding about now 10 points off of session low.
Today's expo, nice.
33.98 and 3/4.
From the looks of the market, Dow's down 153, 160 points now. Nasdaq's down 315 points. S&P is down 46, about 1.3%. Dow's been the lagging of all the ETFs there, so that's why that's holding back. That's only down about 0.53% compared to the Nasdaq's down 2.7%. S&P's down 1.3%. So that's showing you right there about that sector rotation. They're getting out of the tech stocks here and going more into the industrial stocks in the Dow. Tyler said he got into those 344 strike puts yesterday, then added at highs today. He said he got lucky on those and locked in that nice 120% gain. Good job. Now we just got to see these markets climb next week here. Remember, Monday, the markets are closed. I think we're still going to see some selling pressure in the afternoon here as we go into an extended holiday weekend. Stephen Powers says, I'm up 50% on the SPY put. Don't have enough to make another one. Should I hold it? I would hold it if it were me. What expo do you have, Stephen? Today's expo. There goes SPY dropping again. Big drop there on the SPY. It broke at that 10, failing and heading lower. Big candle there. Next support on SPY is going to be, well, if we drop down there, that's going to be a big drop. So let's just say between about 338 and 335. That's a target support area right there. 335 to 338. That'd be nice, Mark, wouldn't it, if she dropped down to that level? The one nice thing is these October monthly expos, I'm going to love adding to those once we start to get that climb. I'm going to love adding to those.
Ticker API shares breaking below the $50 level here on a large spike in volume. Shares now down about 6%, 48.89 last trade in ticker API. Stocks moving back towards session lows here. S&P 500 futures rebounding off the 3,400 level, 3,407 last trade.
SPY's just been breaking down all morning here. You see how it came up to that blue 20.
Currently interviewing on Bloomberg TV says there are wide areas of disagreement on the size and scope of the next coronavirus relief bill. New session low in stocks as approaching the close of the first hour of
There
trade
goes
today.
SPY. Big drop again, guys. We're up $500 now on our SPY puts. Nicely done here on the SPY puts, guys. 2 trades on this. Our first trade was a losing trade on Intel. We lost about 200 bucks. This first SPY trade locked in 270. This trade here is already up 470 bucks right now. Continuing to make new lows on SPY. Now, the reason why we're holding on to those longs for October 16th, we'll average down on those if we come down to that 20 or 50 SMA support and then climb. Difference is day trades we're looking at today 1 minute. Swing trades we're looking at 3 month or 6 month daily. Doesn't matter if it's 3 or 6 months, it just extended out further. So, you know, it doesn't even matter if you do 1 month. Here's 1 month, there's 3 months. It's just zoomed out. As long as you're looking at it daily, that's all that matters. There goes SPY dropping more. We're up $600 now on our SPY puts. 23% gain on SPY puts. They're worth $6.10 now. Continuing to drop. I'll probably look for about $6.50 on those.
White House advisor Larry Kudlow saying, quote, "We can live with not getting a deal on coronavirus relief."
Ooh, that doesn't sound too good. We could live without getting a deal on COVID, meaning no stim. Try to. There we go. Here comes that next drop. Bam. Guys, I just sold that SPY put that we just got into. Order status. We just closed that out. We were in at 531. We were out at 628. 6.28. We are out. 6.28. Divide that by what we entered. 5.31. That was a quick 18% gain. We just locked in some massive profits on that. Now we're going to be looking to do that again here. So that's day trade number 3. First one was Intel. Close that out for about a $200 loss. We are now up after that second day trade here. Where the hell's my
Arcturus Therapeutics,
how do I get my snipping tool up, do you know?
Company out with a press release highlighting publication of preclinical data for its COVID-19 vaccine.
Yeah, it can't let me come down here and get it.
Arcturus highlighting encouraging results showing strong antibody.
There we go. Hold on.
Immune response and
I had to get that out of the way. Snipping tool. Yeah, I just had to get that out of the way there. So it's not too much, but the first trade was a losing trade. Now after that winning trade, now we're up $115.18 for the day on that account, plus what we made on the other account right here. Days realized gain right here. $273, 273.78 plus 115.18. We're up $388.96 for the day trade so far today.
S&P 500 futures now down more than 2% for the session.
Market's continuing to pull back here, so we're going to be looking for a re-entry into some more day trades. Let's take a look here. SPY. Now, see, that's what I like doing, is using those profits to fuel that next trade. Dow's down. NASDAQ's down massively again. I think we're going to continue to see a pullback today, so let's get some more here. I'll go with the September. Yeah, we could go with the September 4th Expo. 340. What's that going for about? That's a lot. That is a lot. I'd rather go with the September 11th Expo for that. We'll look at that 338. She's going for about 575 here. Let's take a look. Okay. Wow, she's dropping now quick again. Alrighty, so we'll pick up about 4 contracts of that. Buy to open, place trade, and we are back in. So here's the, what's this now? The 3rd or 4th trade. Order status. We are in. We are completed. 4 contracts. We are in. SPY September 11th, 338 strike put in at 585 a contract. 585 a contract. Looking good there. Now we'll hold on to that. Guys, the Dow's down about 320 points. NASDAQ is down 430 points, 3.75%. S&P 500 is down 71 points, 2.06% for the day. I think we're going to continue to see selling pressure here, especially with the holiday weekend coming up. A lot of profit taking going on right now. But I do think there's really not much news to cause this. So I do think we're going to get a bounce here over the next couple of weeks. And when we do, we're going to be adding, averaging down to our long trades, like for the October 16th monthly expo. We'll be averaging down on those. And the spreads that we have, we could buy back that short leg, lock in the short leg there for a profit, and let those long calls continue to run. So great job there.
3374 and a half. New session low in S&P 500 futures.
Blah blah said he's up $9,000 on Amazon puts. Nice job there. Great job.
In NASDAQ, Dow 30 down 1.4%.
Watching SPY, seeing if she's going to fail at that 10. Yo, Natalia, you're doing an awesome job with these videos and everything. The members love them. Those pictures you're making.
Another 1% since S&P 500.
Great job.
Below the 3,400 level, 33.61 new low in S&P 500 futures.
New low in S&P 500 futures. Wow, that new SPY trade we just made is already up another $700, guys. Holy smokes. Let's lock it in. Lock it in. Sell to close. September 11th. Look at that. 721 now. 730. 735. What a move. 740. Now, you know what? I'm going to lock that baby in. I'm up $700 on that. Of course, now she's climbing a little bit there. Let's see her continue to drop there. Come on, drop, baby. Order status.
Finally finding some support here over the last minute, rebounding from session low. S&P 500 futures at 33.61, 33.72, 33.73 last trade.
I want to get $7 for it. 6.8. Come on. Let's see, what are we up on it now? 300.
Watching airline stocks here.
Airline stocks.
White House advisor Larry Kudlow saying the Trump administration will unveil aid for airlines, quote, in a matter of weeks. Kudlow saying the administration...
All right, we locked that in. Another $300 profit there. Order status, we locked that in. We closed that out at 6.50. We were in at 585. Closed it out at 650. 6.5, divide that by 5.85. That was a quick 12% gain. We had, what, a $20-some-hundred trade on there. Nice one. Now we're going to be looking for another trade. We're looking for another one. Let's see. SPY, September 11th. We'll look at that 339 again. Look at that. Beautiful taking profits there. I'll look at that 335 for next week here. If that continues to drop there, that'll be a nice one. That's way too expensive for that. I'll look at the 338. About 670. We'll just do 3 contracts of this. We'll look for that continued breakdown. Okay, let's see here. September 11th, there we go. We're in another trade here, guys. Another day trade, September 11th. I'd rather go with that because historically the markets are pulling back on September 11th. So we're in our third day trade now on SPY. So we're in the 338 strike put, 667. Already got a profit on that. We'll let that continue to drop. And you know what? It's after 10:30 now, so we're going to get off of here right now. We just locked in some nice profits on our day trades. We had one losing trade on our Intel trade for about $200, and we're up about $700 now on the day trades for the day for this morning session. So great day today so far. And like I said, the plan is for those swing trades, once we come off that support for that October monthly expos, we're going to be averaging down to those. And then, of course, I'm going to be in the trade room now. We're also making some further videos here. So if you guys need anything, let me know. And like I said, if I find something here, a good setup while we're doing this, I'm going to be making that trade in the trade room for you guys. Alrighty, guys, so that's going to do it for today. I'm going to be back live again at 2 o'clock. So if you guys want to come join us, you guys could go to breakingchartalerts.com, go to Join now, membership plans. And you guys could go down and pick any one of these memberships here. Pro Trader Elite, you're going to get 2 free classes, and then you're going to get put into the group classes, 2 free private classes, and then you're going to be put into the group classes. Pro Monthly Trader, you're just going to get morning, afternoon. Trader membership, you're just going to get live morning video. So come join us, guys. Day Trade Fridays here. We're going to be making further day trades in the afternoon at 2 p.m. All you have to do is go to live trading. Here's our live trade room, and here's our live trading video on Zoom. So take care, guys. I'll see you in the afternoon, and good luck today. God bless. I'll see you guys in the trade room now. Bye-bye.
Tesla ticker TSLA seen a trade exchange headline that the company